Alright, guys. So today, I want to talk about what's called an after-action review. An after-action review is something I picked up as a wildland firefighter. We used to have these after-action reviews after at the end of the day, we would all huddle up and talk about the objective for that wildfire, what the objective was for that day, whether it was to, protect homes, etc., etc. That's what we would focus on. We would talk about like what was planned. There was four things to an after-action review. What was planned, what actually happened, why did it happen, and what am I going to do next time, or what are we going to do next time? And the first two questions, like for me today, I had a solar appointment. I'm in sales. I had a solar appointment with the family. I didn't get to close, so I felt like I did as much as I possibly could, and I think there was nothing I could have done different or said that was different. But either way, you have to take full accountability when these kinds of things happen. Whether I closed because I didn't close, I still have to hold myself accountable. That's when you start succeeding in life. It's like when you hold yourself accountable for everything that goes wrong to you in life. So the first three questions are pretty much easy. Like, what was planned? Well, I planned to go in there for the close. What actually happened? I did not close. Why did it happen? And then that's kind of where you can kind of go a little bit more into depth about why did it happen. Well, for me, I want to say I was a little bit too aggressive, a little too cocky, a little too confident, a little too pushy. Maybe I should have been a little bit more laid back, but either way, it's all right. I don't beat myself up too much because you know what? That's the current mindset that I was in at the moment, and I'm not going to change that for anybody. I just roll with it, whether they close or not. Sometimes I have to tell myself too, like it has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. The fourth question is usually the one that you can really, really, really focus on. So it's called, what am I going to do next time? See, the other ones are pretty short. It's that fourth one that usually requires more input. So for me, I said, what am I going to do next time? I should be more assertive and go for the softer close. And that's where I think it's just going to be a matter of time where I get to know my customers and their type. I think I put too much focus on myself and I put more focus. I should have put more focus on them instead. And if I would have been able to read them more, I wouldn't have been as aggressive and I would have been more assertive and let them tell me what they wanted. I did ask them though, like, hey, what's more important to you, quality or price? Like a better service or a better price? And they told me, well, we'd like to have both. I asked them, well, what if you could choose one and not the other? Like you only had to choose one. They said price. They said, okay, cool. So I did try to protect myself in that aspect. But what could I do better next time? There's a lot of things, and this is the beautiful thing about these after action reviews. It's like you kind of say, oh, you have to go back and like be critical of yourself, and you brainstorm, and it makes you think for the next time. Like, well, I'll say this. You'll have things in the back pocket already lined up for whatever. You know, be more assertive. Not spend too much time. If they told me they were just shopping, like I didn't. I asked them, like, who's on title of the home? Okay, cool. Are there any other decision makers? They said, well, our daughter's the one that pays the bill, blah, blah, blah. At that point, when I knew the daughter wasn't home and she wasn't going to be home for a few hours or maybe even a day, I think they said, I should have cut it as short as possible. Because although I like these people, I am on a tight schedule. I'd rather spend my time working. So if I couldn't close them, I should have just got the hell out of there within 30 to 45 minutes. But the fact that I milked it for 2 hours is where next time I'll know I'll do better. And this is the thing with an after action review is that you get to reflect on those kinds of things. Another thing too is if I would have closed, now I'm putting out scenarios of if I would have closed, a little button up at the end. It's like, Mr. Customer, before I submit this project, is there any reason why you would want to cancel at a later date? And the only reason why I'm asking is because I do not want to submit this project and have a lot of people start working on it. And then you later on want to cancel your project because there is a lot of resources and time, my time, your time as well. I want to respect your time. So is there any reason why you think you would want to cancel in the future? If not, if you do have a reason, I would rather not submit it and wait till you are ready to actually move forward to install with your solar project. Guys, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to Making Financial Decisions. I drop knowledge as much as I can.